Okay. Okay. Okay, we're taping. So, I have Karen on the table under this fuzzy blanket, and we are going to do Raindrop on her. Raindrop is a bunch of essential oils, and as I discussed in the little intro, it's a very therapeutic application for any health indication. It can help. So we're going to start with Valor, which is a blend. And we do the Valor, we put a little bit on the shoulders. I'm going to be in and out of camera shot, but in order to activate any oil, you drop it into the palm of your hand. You swirl it around 3 times with your opposite hand, and then you apply it. That's what activates the oils. So when you're starting the Raindrop, we put a little bit of Valor on the shoulders, and then we come down to the feet and apply Valor on the feet. And I'm going to be talking and not talking because sometimes I feel like I'm just babbling. So we put a little more Valor on the hand, circle it 3 times, rub it on both hands, and apply to the feet. Now, certain instructions say to have the feet hanging off the end of the table and to have different hand positionings. What you're looking for when you're putting your hands on the feet with the Valor for a treatment is you're looking to feel the balance of the energies, and you're just looking to feel the heartbeat in the feet, and that it's the same, the pulse on each side. So we sit here and hold gently and just tune into what you're feeling through your hands from the feet. So depending on the Raindrop instructor, there are a few different hand positions that are recommended. Like I say, the feet hanging over the edge so they're flatter, arms crossed. For me and my body, when I work on people, I prefer this position. So there's no wrong. It's your intention for helping and using therapeutic grade oils and tuning in to your patient on the table. So it really helps if you are focusing and grounding yourself, feeling your own feet on the ground, your own body in a relaxed state. So that allows you to tune in and feel what's going on with your patient. So once you feel that you're feeling the same rhythm in both feet, then we begin with the other oils. Now some of these oils are hot. We start with oregano. Oregano and thyme are the first oils, and they can be hot oils. So if you are working with someone who's sensitive, you always want to make sure you activate 3 times, both hands, both feet, and then we do what's called a Vitaflex maneuver because we're activating the reflexology, the reflex, the spine in the feet. 3 times each foot, each oil. So you want to always check in with your person on the table when you're working with the hot oils to make sure that they're comfortable on the skin, and have a carrier oil handy. I have V6 vegetable oil, grapeseed oil, fractionated coconut oil, all do the trick. So if they are getting a burning sensation, then you put the oil, the carrier oil on, and that helps take away the burning sensation. So each oil dropped into the palm of your hand, activated, circling 3 times, and then onto the feet. Vitaflex. 3 times. Now, as you get into doing energy work, there are certain things that become more intuitive. But when you're just beginning to do your raindrop, it's good to get a bit of a routine down. So I do the Vitaflex down the spinal, and then I do pressure points on all the toes. Now we go to basil. So it's oregano, thyme, and now basil. And I'm covering up her feet each time just because we're outside and it's chilly. That is not something that needs to be done. And they say when you give a raindrop technique, you get a raindrop treatment because of the beautiful aromas. And some of the effectiveness of the oils and why we focus on the spine is they're absorbed into the body in seconds. And by applying on the spine, you're affecting the entire body. Everything, every system in our body runs through our spines. So now we've got cypress. And sometimes more, say you're thinking, I'm thinking in my brain that I'm only using 3 drops for her feet, but sometimes more comes out. And that is just fine. That is the oil knowing that the client needs more of it. And you may be drawn to give a little squeeze or rub. All good. Marjoram. Some oils are thicker. They don't run out as easily. And now we have wintergreen. And then we always end with peppermint. Peppermint is a driver oil. So the other oils, it's not critical the order that we do them in. It's really important to begin with Valor, and it's important to end with peppermint. We're using the Valor to begin to balance, and we're using the peppermint at the end to drive. So it's got its own therapeutic constituents, but it's also a driver oil, so it makes all the other oils that we've applied before it that much more efficient and effective. So now that we've done the feet, we move to the spine, right on the back. And as with any type of body work, once you've begun the work on the client, it's important to maintain contact. So as much as possible, you always want to have a hand on your client. So hopefully mine aren't too chilly because we're outside on this beautiful July 2nd in Nelson, and it is not a typically warm day as we were expecting for this little video. So the raindrop name comes from dropping the oil 6 inches roughly above the spine. And so we start with the oregano, we go right up the spine, we start at the sacrum, and it's roughly 6 drops for an adult. We feather up the spine, the oils, and then we do a further feathering technique for each oil, and that all stimulates the healing properties of the oil into the body. So the theory behind the dropping of the 6 inches above the body is that it's going through the body's aura. So we're not only affecting the physical body, we're affecting the energy body. And regardless of your beliefs, if you think that all that kind of stuff is a little fluffy and too much for you, there's scientific proof about the oils. Just get the oil on the body and don't worry about the fluffy stuff. So each oil, it's kind of difficult for you to kind of see. I'm just going to turn you a little bit. I'm going to cover her up and turn you a little bit. Each oil has a little bit different application technique. And so we'll just see if you can see that a little bit better. Because now we're getting into the basil. So I just give a little rub up the spine, and then we do a feathering straight up the spine. And you're looking for goosebumps. If you get goosebumps, you're happy. That means the body systems are kicking in and going, well, hello, oils. And so with the basil, 3 fingers together, tiny little circles up one side of the spine and down the other, 3 times. So everything is 3 times. And you just follow all the way up from the sacrum, all the way up to the base of the skull, and then down the other side. And Karen is going to tell us if she gets too cold and we need to move this inside, because there is a very light sprinkle starting. And as you're doing this application, I start every body work that I do with the oils because it gives the body, the client, time to kind of settle in. The oils raise the frequency, the vibrational body. And just having the hands on in this non-invasive manner, you find the tight spots and the things that you may want to address a little differently. And the oils kind of help prep everything for any type of further work that you're going to do. So whether it's massage therapy, energy work, just about anything, body work of any sort, the oils just augment the healing. How you doing, Puddin'?
I'm good. Is it raining hard?
It's not raining hard.
Okay, if you're fine, I'm fine.
Okay. It's just kind of drizzling. Whether it's going to monsoon on us, I guess we'll find out. So now we go to Cypress.